Hello students, today we are going to study about chapter 6 changes around us. In this chapter, we will learn about the different type of changes which is around us which we see regularly but we are not able to understand that why it happens. So today we are going to study that how these changes occur and why. So you will observe few changes around you like ripening of fruits, falling of trees, melting of ice, blowing of balloon. There are two types of changes: reversible changes or physical change, irreversible change or chemical change. So we are going to study in detail about these type of changes. Reversible change. A type of change where the object undergoing the change can be brought back to its original form. That means जहां से शुरुआत की है वापस हम उसी फॉर्म में जा सकते हैं. For example, you take melting of ice. If you have taken the ice and you keep it in the fridge and again you keep it out and you keep it in somewhere hot like in summers, it will again convert it to water. जब आपने रखा था फ्रीजर के अंदर तो भी तो वो वाटर ही था ना. Then again it will come into the same form which is water, liquid. Stretching of a rubber band. If you stretch a rubber band, its length will increase. But when you will leave the rubber band, it will come again to its same position. So it is a reversible change. Blowing of air into a balloon. If you are filling the balloon with air with the help of your mouth, if you release the balloon again, it will come back to its original form. This is also known as physical change. Basically, reversible change is that which can be reversed. मतलब दोबारा हो सकता है. ठीक है? So this is also known as physical change. Special thing in this change is there is no new substance form. कोई नई चीज नहीं बनती. आप दोबारा से उस चीज में उसे वापस लेके आ सकते हैं. Yes, there is a change in shape, size, color. You can observe that, but you will get the substance again back in its original form. It is actually having a change in external properties of a material. That means the external properties like color, size, shape, these are the external properties of a material which can be seen easily. So this is known as external property, right? So this only changes, and that is why it can be reversed again, and it is a temporary change. Temporary change means fixed नहीं है, इसे दोबारा से हम change कर सकते हैं. So this is the property of reversible change. Then we have irreversible change. It is just opposite of reversible change. Irreversible, जो बदल नहीं सकता. Once it is converted into a new substance, that cannot go back to its original form. So it is a type of change where the object undergoing the change that cannot be brought back to its original form. For example, burning of paper. अगर आपने कागज जला दिया तो वापस से वो पेपर नहीं बन सकता, right? You need to have a new paper. Then ripening of fruits, burning of candle, making curd from milk. Burning of candle is a specific example of both the changes that we will discuss in the later slides. Okay. This is also known as chemical change क्योंकि यहाँ पे बहुत बड़े changes आ रहे हैं. That means it is a permanent change. So it is a chemical change also. New substances formed. As you can see, when you burn a paper, you will get ash. Ash is a new substance. So new substance is formed. Then change in internal property of a material. Externally नहीं, internal property भी change हो जाती है. For example, अगर आप पेपर को बर्न करते हैं तो एश की प्रॉपर्टी और पेपर की प्रॉपर्टी दोनों डिफरेंट है, राइट? So that means that the internal properties also change, right? For example, ripening of fruit. अगर आप कच्चे आम को देखेंगे उसकी प्रॉपर्टी अलग है, अगर आप पक्के आम को देखेंगे तो उसकी प्रॉपर्टी अलग है, right? So that means the internal property also changes and it is a permanent change. Permanent मतलब बिल्कुल फिक्स. एक बार हो गया तो हम उसे रिवर्स नहीं कर सकते, वापस उसे ओरिजिनल फॉर्म में नहीं ला सकते जहां से हमने शुरुआत की थी. right? Then we have expansion. Expansion is a kind of term which is for an object when it is heated, its size increases. जब हम किसी चीज को गर्म करते हैं तो वो expand होता है, मतलब बढ़ जाता है, उसका size बढ़ जाता है. This process of increase in size is called expansion. ये property बहुत जगह इस्तेमाल होती है and it's very good. The property of expansion in metals is used in making tools and putting rim around a wooden wheel. Rim का मतलब होता है एक पतली सी metal की sheet लगाना wheels के चारों तरफ so that whenever it is running on the road, it do not get slip, right? So we will discuss this in the later slides. As you can see in this example that it's a balloon which you are increasing the size by filling the air in it. So expanding balloon by filling it with air, that means increasing the size of the balloon. So expansion works like this, right? तो यही चीज metals के साथ होती है, उसका size बड़ा हो जाता है, right? If we heat it. So expansion is basically connected to heating, right? If you are not heating, then the material will not expand. If you are heating, then the material will expand. Then we have contraction. Contraction is just opposite of expansion. In this, we have to cool it so that the size decreases. Size छोटा हो जाता है, right? The process of decrease in size is called as contraction. Because of this property, when an iron rib is heated and put around a wooden wheel, after contraction, it gets reduced in size and fits the wheel properly. Basically, जो wheel होता है, वो जो रिम बनाया जाता है वो पहले छोटे साइज का बनाया जाता है, क्योंकि अगर हम बड़े साइज का फिक्स करेंगे वो खुल के बाहर आ जाएगा, राइट? So when we heat it, it expands. Then we fix it on the wheel and then we cool down by putting a lot of water on that. Then it gets fixed and it cannot, whenever the wheel is rotating, the rim will not come out, right? So ये property expansion और contraction दोनों use की जाती है for rimming the wooden wheel. Okay, as you can see in the picture that this is a balloon. Expansion mein, as you can see, it was increased the size, and when we release the air, it is having decrease in size, right? So this is known as contraction. Then we have few examples of expansion and contraction. You can see this is a ring. Okay, so it's a ring blade of the tool. ये इस wooden stick पे paste की जाती है इस तरह से, as you can see, right? So this ring is smaller in size, right? This ring is smaller in size of this wooden handle. Okay, so it is first heated. जब हम इसे heat करते हैं तो ये ring थोड़ा सा बड़ा हो जाता है. Then we put this wood inside it and we cool it. Okay, so when it cooled, it is fixed in the ring then, right? फिर ये जो tools हैं वो आसानी से हम use कर सकते हैं. Now the handle easily fits into the ring. When the ring cools down, it contracts and fits tightly on the handle, right? So as you know, this is the property we are using here, expansion and contraction. Another example is this wheel one, which we have discussed earlier, that this is a wheel and this is the rim. As you can see, this rim is smaller in size to this wheel, right? We heat it to expand. ये थोड़ा सा बड़ा हो जाता है, फिर हम इसे wooden wheel के चारों तरफ लगा देते हैं, and then we put a lot of water in it to cool down, and once it is cooled down, it is small again, come back to its small size, and it is tightly fit on this wheel. Then we have an exception which is known as burning of candle. As I told you in earlier slide, that this is an exception because this is both physical and chemical change. Why? Because as you can see that it is having melting of wax. Because of this wax, if it melts, you collect this wax, again heat it, and you can again make a candle. So this melting of wax of a candle is a physical change. But as you can see, this thread, right? This is the lid of the candle, जहाँ पे आग लगाई जाती है, right? So this is a thread. If it burns, it converts into ash. You cannot repeat the thread again. You need to have a new thread. So it's a chemical change. And the gases which is produced around the candle, जो अजीब सी smell आपको आती है, those are the gases which you cannot see, but that is also a chemical change. That gas cannot be converted again into wax, right? So that is why burning of candle is a physical change. So I hope you have understood this chapter, and this chapter is very interesting. You can do a lot of activities, and there are few examples which you have to see in the next slide.